Well, hello again. This is actually part 2 to the book, The Last Trumpet and the Woodbridge Demon. The book I previously talked about in part 1, where I have indicated now it's a collectible, if not a classic. I started to read the poem before. Actually, let me briefly just say, in 1993 I was ordained a minister. I am in good standing. I did some missionary work up in the mountains of Haiti, and that found out very quickly I was not made out to be a missionary. But I did use the credentials as in future times for counseling and other things. But during this time, I had finished this book here, which came out the manuscript I had written out in the 1980s during having visions. But during my research, I did what we call time zones, kind of like that. And let me just read them to you, and you can figure out which time zone you think we're in for the end times. Time zone, zone 1, spread of communism. We know that is coming and almost completely gone. Wars and rumors of wars, commotions. This goes on, of course. It seems like at any one given time, the world has several wars going on. Time of terrorism, assassinations. Now you got to remember this book was done in the 1980s, manuscript, and these things here are biblical. These are out of the Bible. So we do see now a lot of terrorism. Hope for survival is actually gone. This is still zone 1, and the Antichrist is presently here. Zone 2, satanic power, signs and lying wonders, a new church, and the making, a world common market. We have that now. In the 1980s and 70s, this was unheard of. Building of great cities, completion, return of the Jews in the making. Actually, I think the completion of the Jews is already completed. Ethiopia, the Jews from there have returned, and I don't know, and the Jews from Russia. Again, 30 years ago, this was unheard of. Building of the temple, plans are already drawn up for the temple. Expansion of Egypt presently underway. Growing impatience in the Middle East. We see that right now. Zone 3, the earth at rest. There's going to be a little rest period, and then rapture. And Zone 4, Satan takes over the earth, tribulation, the mark of the beast, the gospel preached in all the nations. I would say the gospel is probably preached in about 95% of the nations right now, so we're getting pretty close. Famines, pestilence,